Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and today we are going over Guild Wars Week 5, Day 5. It is the Red Day against Anonymous, hardest color, hardest guild. They are still in number 1, I believe, fighting against Interim for that spot. But let's go and see what we have to fight. Divines are still absolutely crazy this week with their 50% paladins everywhere and guards avatars and stuff like that, but we do have Divine Slayer available on our Crimson Bat. One change I do want to make to this real quick. I would kind of want to go a little bit more skull oriented than what we normally do, and in the past I used to have a Def in this team, actually in place of Void Portal, but because we need Void Portal so desperately for the summon, I will be throwing just a standard Def behind it instead of going our Draculus. The main reason for this is it does 2 true damage every single turn at the start of our turn. Really important keyword there is at the start of our turn. So even though she has a 2 heal on the hero class to heal for 2 every single turn, we will be able to at the beginning of our turn do 2 true damage. So it doesn't even matter that she has that trait. We will still be able to hit the Crimson Bat for 2 times as much damage, meaning we can hit both the Divine Slayer and the Blood Sucking, meaning we should be able to hit the Paladins for 1 shot, or pretty close to 1 shot, if not a 1 shot. So that is the goal of this battle, and pretty much any of the battles that we find Divines. One thing that may stop that, though, of course, is Mercy. Hopefully she does not interfere, but let's see what we can do. So we'll throw this down, just double check again. This is indeed pure red. I'm actually never used this team yet, so hopefully it'll still work. It's still the same general premise as far as the team is concerned, just with a Void Portal instead of a Draculus. So we could even throw the Draculus. I'm just a little scared. Obviously, Paladins, they are very likely that they'll hit us. Not only that, but this team doesn't really use much physical damage, but the Def is the only physical damage we're going to be using. Not to mention the Def marks are pretty pointless since we won't really be able to do anything against a Mercy's Cleanse, but we should be able to hit really hard. You can see right there at the beginning of our turn, Def already triggering, getting that 2 HP reduction on him. I don't know if those lives on the very first turn will prevent it from getting twice as much damage this particular turn. We might find out if we get a random skull there, but actually let's find out. Sure, maybe we'll get a random skull drop, so we'll see if we can. I believe we might not get hit this first turn for 2 times as much, so I'm not going to risk it. We'll take it on the next turn. It has 2 skulls to choose from. There's no way it can deny both of them, though. Ooh, that looks not too good over there. I may have to go and take a purple here just to make sure it doesn't get a Mercy cast the following turn. That, or if we kill one, it won't really have anything to use Mercy on anyways. So let's throw the Crimson Bat. I don't care if it does end up getting it. So we'll throw the Crimson Bat, let it do its thing this turn, and then we will throw it this turn. Oh gosh, double 5 times. Well, it looks like it's getting it. Can't even try to stop it now. So good thing I didn't try to stop it because we wouldn't have been able to. So let's go for the super hit right there, and ouch! Divine Slayer into Blood Sucking for definitely the 1 shot. I believe even after that thing's been healed, we'll still be able to 1-shot it. Though, of course, it does have the Paladin. Don't you dare hit our protective thing. And it 1-shots us right back on our Crimson Bat. So yeah, that definitely pretty devastating. We will be able to get Def up though and be able to take out some of its armor. Of course, as soon as we get a skull as well, we'll be able to take it out with that as well. Do we do this on red? Yeah, it looks like it. Brown. Oh, we do have brown as an option. That doesn't seem to give us enough mana though. So let's get rid of reds. That is one of the colors we really need. Though for that much mana, it is definitely worth taking it from the board. And we still get even additional cascades. A skull there as well, which I will be going for just for safety's sake, just to make sure the Paladin doesn't get back up to 1-shots. It's going to replace almost all the armor as well after we do this. Still going to be worth it though. So we'll do that. Throw down the Def after it does the armor boost. Oh, I didn't even go for the armor boost. Well, that's good for us. That basically just wasted a turn right there. So we'll throw that down. Come on, Def Marks. There we go. Right on the Mercy. No cleanse for you. So, oh, and you give us a skull so you don't get any armor. I'm perfectly fine with that. Please throw the Paladin first. Never mind. You don't get any Paladin at all. So, very lucky Def Marks. I normally don't use Def or I stopped using Def, I should say, in Guild Wars, mainly because I found him to be too risky due to you would need to get good luck to actually make him work. But as you can see right there, that's pretty good luck. We end up getting a death mark into another death mark. All we have to do now is kill the hero, and it's only using the priest class, a pretty weak class for the most part. It's only really used to counter out true damage, though as you see right here, that's kind of not really what happens since we have the combo against divines. It was pretty easy still to kill them even with a somewhat true damage oriented team. So right now we did end up getting Krog the Dread, something you don't see too often. It was basically the alternative to the Great Maul. Great Maul used to have a 15% chance to devour. This thing has a 5% chance, making it basically unusable, unfortunately. But if we end up getting that 5% chance, that would be absolutely amazing and would speed up this battle slightly, though that is very, very unlikely. Nope, no devour for us. We could get that like 10 times and still not get a devour. But we'll go take our blue into some of those reds for an extra turn. We can summon with this as well if there's 13 or more purple, though we already have every slot. Just for the sake of it, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Of course it's 12, though we wouldn't have summoned anyway, so that doesn't really matter. We'll go for some Valkyries, start getting up our def. I do want to get our def up so that we can def mark it again, just to make sure that will probably be the quickest way to kill it at this point. So we'll try going for that. And if nothing else, we can always take more skulls if we end up getting one on alignment, which we did. We'll move that over, and then we'll just take one upwards. A lot of alignment right here. We'll just move that away, and sure, we'll take it for a yellow just to get Valkyrie back up. Why not? And that damage off of death may be enough. So what's its HP right now? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll throw down the death. That should be enough damage. Yeah, that's definitely enough damage. Wow, that was way overkill because we had the 40 damage plus the 3-to-1 ratio, I believe it is. And there we go. And we'll definitely have to switch this up unless they're all using a team like that. I would highly doubt they're all using some kind of paladin team, though. Though I could be wrong. And, ooh, Guard's Avatar. Well, I can't use this team because he's all the way in the back. So let's go back to plan A then and go and put the Draculus back in there. And we're good to go again. So what's he using? Okay, is he within 3? Yes, he's within 3 casts of death, so this will work then. Will anything die within 2? Yes, Famine will die in 2. Actually, both of them will die in 2. So we're pretty much good to go then. Wait, does he gain any extra HP? How much HP is that? 1? No, he's still within 2 kills. If there was 2 or more purple on the team, that wouldn't have worked. But luckily, Elamagrim and Famine will both die in a double cast. Neither of them gain any additional HP beyond the HP they already have. Oh wait, no, there's one exception to that. That might not actually happen. I forgot. Famine may hit us on HP, preventing that from happening. A little bit risky. I do think I want to change something here though, which I normally never do because if we don't get a Valkyrie off, we don't get Void Portal. But I'm going to put Valkyrie in first slot. The main reason for this is if he reduces our magic on our Valkyrie, it means absolutely nothing to us. So I'm going to move that over. That is a really, really risky thing to do. But I think we will be fine. He doesn't have a quick kill. Everything on his team requires an excessively high amount of mana. The Alchemist is completely blocked, so I think we'll be able to get away with Valkyrie first slot. I do not advise doing that, though, too often. It is any team that uses Valkyrie first slot is extremely risky, especially if you're depending on it for a lot of troops. But I believe this one particular instance, it will be perfectly fine to do so. So let's hope so. Or this will be our first lose of the week, if not. So let's go do that. Need a good board. Come on. Oh, perfect. Never mind. What's to worry about? Nothing at all. So there we go. I'm not going to take this for 4 times. The main reason for this is if we take the 3 times, there's a chance it will surge, which will just give us more mana. So we'll do that. Do we get the surge? And that's exactly why we did it. We end up getting more mana than if we would have just swiped the 4. Ironically, we end up getting more mana from taking a 3 than we did from taking a 4, but that is how it works. Gotta watch out for those. Normally, if you have a 50% or higher mana surge chance, it is worth doing that. In most instances, if you're already going to get an extra turn and you're about to get another extra turn from a cascade, if you can somehow move it in a way that will get a 3 times instead of a 4 times, it's better to go for the 3 times, if and only if you have a 50% or higher chance of mana surge, which everyone this late in the game does. So we'll let that skull kind of happen. I mainly just need mana. I do need to make sure she doesn't die, but there's so much durability on her. I don't really think that is an issue at the moment. We'll take yellow surge hopefully next turn. If not, we need to find a red that will be guaranteed full mana. That will just have to hope for the surge, so it looks like we'll take this downwards. Another Skull Distract. Unfortunately, we do not get it, but we do get a random blue at least, so if nothing else, we get that. Her HP is starting to get a little low. Got to make sure not to hit her too much more, though we already have the souls we need. So worst comes to worst, we do still have the summoning on the Void Portal available to go. So of course the main reason why I have her in first slot this time around is because we are going to be able to two-shot half his team, and I didn't want the famine reducing the magic. We were lucky enough that our Valkyrie didn't end up losing any magic, but in the case that it did, like it lost attack and some other stats from the famine, I just wanted to play it safe and just make sure that we didn't lose it for a Crimson Bat. As you can see right here, we'll throw that down. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. I just should have thrown Dracula's first. We would have gotten slightly more HP, though I don't think that's going to become much of an issue this particular battle, so that's not really going to matter, that wrong order of them. But it doesn't make too much of a difference. I think we'll get like 8 at less HP, but it steals based on how much is remaining. As you can see, that is why I end up putting Valkyrie in first slot, so we could indeed secure that double kill right there. If not, we probably wouldn't have killed the Ella McGrim and would have had to waste a whole nother move just to be able to get him killed like we have to for these other two, but I just didn't want to risk anything, and that's why we put her there. She is about to die. Of course, we have Void Portal definitely with enough souls. All it needs is like 13, I think. We're already at way beyond max, so I don't need to worry about that. We'll go and take a blue over here, I guess, and that will be match off the Crimson Bat for the kill. I think Crimson Bat's going to get every final kill probably today between the Blood-Sucking, Divine Slayer, and just the true damage in general. But there we go. I don't know, I kind of like it like that. We do get mana a lot quicker. I don't like the danger of having the user up there, but it is a lot smoother because we get the board control up way quicker than what we normally would. But no, not against a Crimson Bat. Oh, that's actually... Ooh. Crimson Bat and Death. That is something. That is definitely something that we need to watch out for. Crimson Bat Death. How much true damage do we have? We have enough to double swipe it. Oh wait, no we don't. No we don't. Never mind. We don't have enough to double swipe anything on his team. Except Death, but he's gonna get way more HP by then. How do we go about this then? Do we really go Valkyrie first slot again? I'm so tempted to. I'm always so scared not being able to get enough mana. But as long as we rush it up and make sure it doesn't take skulls. The main problem is we got to take all the skulls though, if there are skulls available, and we don't take them as effectively if we have to do it with a Valkyrie instead of a Crimson Bat. But I think we'll try this one more time, kind of to see how it goes. As long as we don't give it a bunch of skulls at the beginning of the battle, should be fine. Once we get one Valkyrie off, we're good to go. That's the only reason I normally offset her by one. That and just so she doesn't die real quick. But, oh, there is one skull. I don't want to take that skull. We can oh no! I failed. Yeah, I'm dumb. Never mind. Forgot she's divine. Yeah, that would basically one-shot her. Wait, will it one-shot her? Yeah, it will. Fail. First lose. No, I'm probably going to lose a troop for that. Fail, 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 fail. Of all the things I have failed with this week on Guild Wars, that is the hardest fail so far. Putting a divine against a bat like that. Oh, God. And we end up getting bat up anyways first. Okay. We need her mana up now. She needs to cast because she's going to die to the next goal that occurs on the board. Don't. Don't. Christine X. I'm actually not worried at all about Christine X at this point. Reds, we can't take. Yellow, you better surge. Oh, if we need it to surge, we need it now. Obviously, we can't take that one or else they'll give him a skull. There is a chance we give him a skull right there. Ideally, we will not do that. Oh, also, I'm not taking it up that way because I would give him 2 chances for a skull right there and there. So we'll do that. Got the mana. Didn't give the skull. Okay, I think we're fine. Don't. Stop. Okay, we're fine. We won. Never mind. No worries now. We won. Okay, that was really dangerous and something I should not have done. But we have came back from it, so no worries whatsoever at this point. We'll wait till Christine X does its thing. We'll throw the yellow over there, take that skull just in case it decides it wants to take that for whatever reason. And there goes the Christine X. It'll waste its summon right there. And, oh, it took away blue. That's a bit annoying. Oh, and of course it gets a 5 times. What we'll do now... I'm really surprised that Bat has not managed to take a single skull. But I think we just killed it without it taking a single skull. That was very lucky. That was very, very lucky on our part that he did not end up getting a skull. yeah, don't use a Valkyrie first slot against a Crimson Bat. That is definitely not a good idea. Here's an example of what not to do. Luckily, we got through it without a scratch, so... there goes Christine X doing its summon. Not really worried about it. May need to start worrying about his damage soon. He is starting to break through our armors there. Oh, we do have a Valkyrie for free because we get to take the yellow from right there. We get to take it down too for a bunch of blue. Oh, okay. I took that the wrong way. But we still got it for an extra turn, luckily. That would have been horrible if I didn't. We'll take that skull up. Don't really need the other one, though. I guess we could take it. That was pretty much overkill. I don't want to give him a spot just right off the bat, but I guess we will. We'll do that, move this over, and we still have more extra turns. We have full mana on everything. There we go, now full mana on everything. We'll give it the Skull Distract. At this point, we already won, though. All we have to do is just Draculus into Crimson Bat. Don't think there's anything else that can go wrong, so there we go. Draculus, Crimson Bat, dead. So, yeah, that was a bad team order on my part, but we got through perfectly fine, so there we go. And on to the next one. What do we have? Next up, we have... Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Jonsnef? Oh, he's using this old... Oh, he's going old school. He's going really old school. Wraith, Courage, Bone Dragon, Famine. Though, I do have to say, I have lost to this team, I think, 2 times during Guild Wars after the nerf. Even after Courage nerf, I think I've lost to it before. I know for sure I lost to it pre-Courage nerf. I can't believe I'm doing this again, but I think I'm going to leave Valkyrie first slot. Again, we need to make sure Wraith doesn't get the things, but I'd rather it just kill off our Valkyrie than I would do our Crimson Bat, because we're still going to need our Crimson Bat to kill them once they have HP damage, which will happen pretty much instantly. So we will risk it again. Because if he ends up killing our bat, and he's pretty much just going to go through the rest of our team anyways. So we'll do the Valkyrie first slot, and just hope we get that really quick Valkyrie. Again, with the Famine there, I don't want him reducing our magic on our Crimson Bat or Draculus. So we will throw this down a 3rd time, same order with this new order. These are actually the first battles I'm really trying with it in first slot. I have in the past before. I normally don't because, of course, the dangerousness of it. But it does give us quicker mana, which is always pretty nice. So we have a thing that we can do here. We can either take the red up, get the brown, and then get the skull, or we can just take the extra turn of the skull, get that down, and actually they're both pretty much the same thing. I think I'm going to go for the extra turn version though, because, well, that's an extra turn, and that still will give us the ability to take those reds that I want to take. So, or I believe it does, because we'll get that, it'll take the skulls, it'll bring both those 2 down, then we swipe the red to the right, unless we get a red drop off the very first drop there, in which case we get a red extra turn, I do believe. So let's go do that. Yep, there we go, exactly what I wanted. Perfect, thank you. And let's just get our last little bit of mana there. I guess we just take Draculus since we don't have another capability. I guess we could take purple and hope for a red. I guess we could, because I don't need to worry about Famine as much anymore like we used to in the past. So I will take this purple up, hope for a red as a drop, and see where that goes and takes us. Though, then again, we don't actually need purple for anything. We do need green for something. So let me just take the double green, just play it safe with his Famine. And then we have the yellow. Oh, nope, never mind. We don't have the yellow for next turn. Nope, he gives us red, so that's perfect. Get ourselves our purple. Nope, no purple, but we do have Valkyrie ready. And we have her for yellow alignment, really huge yellow alignment as well. Throw that down. Both of them should be full mana or pretty close to it. There we go, both of them to full. And let's throw them down. Throw to Draculus, throw to Crimson Bat, go from there. So tempted just to take this red into the purple, though, before I do. And I think I am. Just take it upwards, get both of those manas. And, ooh, it does get a skull. Though we already got one Valkyrie off, so even if it dies first turn to Deathmark, like it's always going to do, 100% chance to die first turn on Deathmark. Wraith, 101. But good thing we got that cast off, or we would be in big trouble right now. But yeah, now we're pretty safe, kind of. So let's go throw down our Draculus, throw down the Crimson Bats, and from there, try getting our Void Portal, so we actually have a summon there that won't instantly die. And we'll throw that down. Need to get this thing dead so we don't get another Deathmark. One more of these will be enough, though I do need to make sure I get some purple before I do that. I should probably be working on that now, because I may not be able to get that later. Do we give him a skull? Out of all the things I could do after just getting one turned Deathmarked, I probably shouldn't, so we'll go for the extra turn over there. Still kind of tempted to take it. Okay, we'll take that down. Oh, I guess we got to take a skull. Skull in the red. We do have our summon ready to go. Oh, that will be enough to kill it. Okay, I think we're good to go now. So that will happen. We do give it some blue. Oh, if it gets Bone Dragon somehow out of this. Oh, so close. If that was one lower, that would have been horrible. Okay, there's a Skull Distract right there. I'm not as afraid of Courage, though that is a pretty big hit. And I don't have enough. I don't have a way to get all of my mana either this turn. So, you know, there actually is two really good things. I believe two... Does that Bone Naga is a daemon? I can't remember for sure. But I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want a War to be summoned because it has that 25% reflect off of its trait. So maybe we'll get it. We'll see. Come on. Nope. Silent one. That could work, kind of. Not really. Maybe if it demonic packs, that could kind of help us. But we'll do that. Unless we can get full mana this turn on Crimson Bat, we could be in some slight trouble off that Bone Dragon. But let's see. I can take the red and hope for a triple purple or a triple brown. Both of which are very unlikely. Both of which would also give us an extra turn, though. So, well, I need the red to get that anyway, so we'll take that. We got one brown. That's not going to help us, though. There goes Bone Dragon. Please, Demonic Pack, you got this. Wow, we actually got it. Wow. Wow. Except there's one problem here, though. We still haven't won. One issue. Still haven't won yet. Okay. So, let's go take the purple into the... Oh, wait. We actually can, though. I need this to surge. Luckily, we have a 66% chance to surge on purple. Oh, if this doesn't surge. There we go. Good. We're fine. So we get that. And we just have to summon Crimson Bat. Oh, he just took our magic. Oh, never mind. We still have plenty. Never mind. False alarm. We're fine. As long as he doesn't randomly get full Bone Dragon this turn or something, we are perfectly fine. So we'll throw that down. And hey, a death. Oh, that was... Aren't you going to get a death kill from that? Wow. Nice. But we'll throw that down, and that is a match. That's kind of funny. That's normally what I did as my old team, too. Valkyrie, or not Valkyrie, Crimson Bat, Valkyrie, Dracula's Death. So, of course, we do Void Portal now because we need those precious summons. And, yeah, that's helped us out quite a bit there. Even Summon to Death, which was, even though we didn't need it at that particular instance, is one of the better drops we can even get from that. So, what's up next? Absolmo 91. I'm completely butchering these names. And a little bit of an odd team, really. Though Deathmark first lot is very dangerous. We do have two things immune to Deathmark, though that's not going to help the other two, unfortunately. So let me place... This will be the first time. Or is this the first time today? But I am going to be placing the Valkyrie back in its normal spot that I play it in. Mainly because... Actually, I don't know. What is the reasoning this time around? You know, it kind of still would be fine in first slot. I might just move it back to first slot. Not only that, it would make sure we don't kill his hero as quickly. Never mind. We're stuck with this. Might as well keep playing it like this. Starting to get used to it like this because we get the quicker cast. I might just leave it like that. I just really hate that risk, though, of because if we don't get that Valkyrie off, we can't summon. And if we can't summon, the Void Portal is basically useless because the only other thing it does is give all other Daemon allies 2 magic. And if I'm not mistaken, that's only undead, yeah. So he doesn't do anything other. He literally just wastes your turn if you don't have any other Daemons and if you don't have the amount of souls to be able to get a Daemon summon off of it. So yeah, a little bit risky with that in first slot, but he doesn't have anything really for a quick kill for the most part. Though whatever Spirit Foxes may die pretty quick, though that could be any one of our 4. It doesn't really matter what slot she is in for that. She has plenty of armor for skull resistance, way more than Bat too. Or at least mine has 22 more resistance than the Bat, which is quite a huge disparity between the two. Of course, she has a really high base armor though, and that's why. But let's see what we can do here. There's a skull right there. There's a purple into a skull, which I believe I'm going for because I have a feeling I will be needing at least one summon due to his death marks, which will almost guaranteed hit us. I am slightly tempted to take the yellow as well, though it's just going to Spirit Fox it. So not only the yellow off the board, but also just whoever ends up taking that mana, which will of course be her. So, okay, well, it'll just wipe the yellow it doesn't even use. I guess that is fine. It's going to deny that anyways the next turn. So that isn't really hurting us or doing anything at all. I'm leaning towards taking this green into a brown. So So we'll go do just that. And we get some yellow out of it. Oh, don't you dare. No. Don't. Draculus has more mana. Aim at him. No, I needed that mana. Well, that's not good. That is definitely not good. Well, it's not horrible, but would have preferred that not to happen. The main issue right now, oh good, we got full mana right there. That was pretty lucky. But the main issue right now, or now it's not really an issue, we already got to safety. But yeah, I was kind of concerned that he might be able to get like a Miststalker in there into like another true damage hit of some kind. But it does appear that we are safe. So we'll go throw that down on the Browns. Actually, I think we might have even been safer with her in first slot because this weapon hits true damage on everything downwards. It's impossible for it to hit true damage on whatever the first troop is. So we're kind of a bit safer. Also, they really should change this so the AI either always aims it at first slot or make the weapon so it always aims at first slot. The AI aims this at some of the weirdest things sometimes. Even at like your last troop, which will basically do nothing. These will only def mark it, and of course that one is impervious, but it has done that before. Sometimes it'll hit like the second to last troop, and it'll only def mark that and then hit true damage on the other one. And that would also be good for us because, hey, boarded. But it does do some really weird moves. But the only viable option ever with the Crypt Keeper is to hit the first troop because that's when you get the most amount of value from it. So right here, I am really hesitant to take that skull. I want to try getting Valkyrie up and then kind of spam all these down so we don't end up getting def marked, or at least as minimally def marked as possible. I would take that skull if it wasn't for the fact it would kill him. Take the purple into the skull, that is. But we'll go throw this down. Oh, again, I should have thrown Draculus first, so I don't think that's really going to be coming into play here as far as coming back to bite us, hopefully. You never know, but we'll let that happen. I guess we go take a purple right now, and then we will throw the Draculus. We do get a little bit less HP, not that much difference. I think we get 10 less HP. Yeah, we only get 10 less. Probably won't even be needing to use his HP value, but it's always better to, in cases like that, to throw the Draculus first. The main reason I keep throwing the Crimson Bat first is generally with mana that you have, you want to throw the first one first, because if you throw the second one first and then you happen to get some mana the next turn from some kind of cascade or 5 times or something, it'll go into the back one. And then when you cast that, you'll have this with 0 mana and then the other troop with like 10 or something. And then it'll take you even longer because this troop does not have that 10 mana where it should have been if you would have used it in the other order. So that's why I always cast from the top down in case we end up getting some mana just randomly the following turn. To be able to use it, because if it's split between the two, that's not really going to do you any good. If that one has 10 mana and that one has 10 mana, you'd rather have both of them, or one of them to have that 15 and then the other one to have 5, so you get it all in one so you can actually cast. But they're about to die to def mark any turn now, kind of just waiting that out at this point. That could be a kill. No, 30 damage. They really need to buff up Raven. Like something like gain all of its mana back or something. Oh no, he's just way too weak. Look at this. Deal 30 damage to the enemy. Gain mostly mana back. I believe that's either 7 or 9. It used to be 7. I don't know if they tweaked it to 9 though. It should really be 10. And gain an extra turn if the enemy dies. Or both of those are if the enemy dies. But the enemy basically never dies to him. Very rare. Very rare does he ever get to do anything. But anyways, we'll just move that blue right over. He'll just do his little tap and basically do nothing. Yep, right on the Valkyrie, which is probably going to die any second now to Def Mark or Skull anyways. He would have one-shot it with a Skull, so he basically did nothing with that turn. So we'll get our Valkyrie up. I say that and watch, she'll somehow die randomly. Don't die. Perfect, okay. So we get our Valkyrie here. Do we just do it on green? I don't see anything really of value. Let me move that. Maybe that'll make something happen. Nope, not really. That made the situation even worse because now I can't really do it on green for as much mana as I would have previously. So since she's about to die to Miststalker, I guess we throw this on whatever, and that whatever shall be yellow or green. Let me do it on yellow because we won't use yellow after she dies, which is right now. So we'll just do it on yellow right there. She'll die right now to the Miststalker. It hits the lowest durability, and obviously with only 4 HP left, she is the lowest durability. Crimson Bat coming in right on time with that cleanse. So all we have to do now is get its mana back up. There we go, there's the mana. And just throw down Void Portal, that will be the summon. And then throw down our bat, and that is the match. So we'll do that. We end up getting wow, we're getting all the mythics off of our summons. We don't even need them either. Of course, we got all the good mythics when we don't end up needing them. These would be good if we were actually in a bad situation. Like, could you imagine, like, you only have, like, a void portal left, you're about to lose, then you just randomly summon an Amnesia, resummon your entire team to a whole Inferno King team, and then boom, you win. I would love to see that happen sometime, though maybe not, because I wouldn't want to be in that kind of losing situation. But there we go. Crimson Bat for the kill right there. And that is match, and went over pretty decent. I did make that one really big mistake of using a Valkyrie first slot against a Crimson Bat. Never do that. Oh, we were one off from 8,000 on the Zot. Oh well, 7,999. And there we go. That should be a perfect 6,300 unless I missed something in here. But, or accidentally used the wrong trip. Yep, but there we go. Perfect 6,300. We are on track this week to have a perfect score, other than one troop that I could have... if we get a perfect score tomorrow, that's going to be so facepalm worthy. If the one thing preventing me from getting the perfect score was that one troop I lost, I think it was the second day, where I could have so easily kept it if I would have taken the skull. But, oh well. At least we're improving on our score. Every single week so far, I think I've gotten a higher score than I did the previous week. Though, after this point, I would have to get literally a perfect week to get anything higher than what we're currently doing, assuming that we go perfect score tomorrow. That could maybe not happen. It is Yellow Day, though Yellow Day for me tends to be pretty safe, though I might end up getting cocky because of that and then end up losing, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have any other questions about Guild Wars, Gems of War, or anything else in general, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your weekend and holiday. See you all later. Goodbye.